What is up, my fellow humans of the internet? Happy Monday! It's me, Nessa, and this is Squared Circle Addicts. Now, for today's video is one that I am super excited to be making. I think it's monumental, I think it's historic, and I think it's just the beginning of a lot of great things. And that it comes with something that All Elite Wrestling has done recently. And whether or not you're one of those people that want to see All Elite Wrestling succeed or whether or not you want to see it fail, the fact of the matter is this is a monumental announcement. This is a changing the game type of announcement, if you will. And that, my friends, is the signing, I should say, of Kyla Rose, excuse me. And the reason why this is so historic is because Kyla Rose is the first ever transgender female wrestler. And this announcement of her signing within the company came this past Tuesday at All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing rally. And this makes her the very first transgendered wrestler to ever be signed to a major wrestling promotion. And I know that this video may cause some controversy and there's going to be some difference of opinion. Some people might love it, some people might hate it, some people might be confused by it. But for me personally, as a member of the LGBTQ community myself, I think it is a huge announcement, especially considering there is not very much representation of the LGBT community on TV, let alone professional wrestling. I mean, we do have openly gay Sonya Deville in the WWE. We had Darren Young in the WWE. But aside from that, I can't particularly pinpoint anybody. And keeping it within the WWE, the only time that anything of that nature has been represented in a storyline was when we had HLA back in early 2000s when Eric Bischoff was the general manager, and he would essentially have two females randomly make out only to be demolished by 3-minute warning. And then we had Rico, which was kind of a mockery in a sense. I love Rico, but I don't necessarily know what they were trying to do with him there. Same thing with Billy and Chuck. As you guys know, I've made no bones about it. I have always been pro WWE, so these are where a lot of my examples stem from. Of course, there's Effie on the independent scene. But again, there's not that many representation, and I think by Cody and the Young Bucks and the rest of the people responsible for having these signees have done this thing, have signed Kyla Rose, and knowing that it may cause controversy, they went ahead and did it anyway, and my hat's off to them. I commend them, and if any of them just so happen to watch this, thank you for that, because like I said, I think it's important to have representation, because I think it's important for, the youngins, the little ones, or maybe not even the little ones, but the teenagers and the people that may be in, that middle ground where they don't necessarily know where they fit in life. I think it's really good for them to be able to look at the TV, watch something that they love, like professional wrestling, and be like, I see me. I am represented within a wrestling promotion or within professional wrestling. Like I said, as being a member of the LGBT community myself, and most recently identifying as the B in LGBTQ community, I don't see a lot of people like myself, and that's why honestly I respect people like Sonya Deville, because she gave me a platform. She gave me the platform to be like, hey, like, this is a thing. We're people too. We exist within this community. We exist within this promotion, within this industry. And, aside from that, it really hasn't been a thing. So again, I commend Cody and company for doing this, even if they may receive a little backlash from it. Hey, Chio, what are you doing? Why are you barking at the camera? Sorry, guys. Dog is barking in the background. Chio! Stop. Sorry, guys. I've honestly done this video like 5 or 6 times because my camera's been goofing, so I'm not trying to do it again. But honestly, again, I'm really excited about this announcement, and I know with excitement comes disappointment in the sense of I know that there's going to be a lot of people not on board with the situation. And I say that because we've seen something similar to this in the MMA community when Fallon Fox got signed to a major promotion. And for those of you who do not know who Fallon Fox is the first openly transgender male to female MMA fighter. And when she got signed, a lot of people had the general consensus of, it's unfair for her to compete against, cis women. And for those of you who do not know what cis means, it means biologically a female. And a lot of people were like, it's unfair. Ronda Rousey even made headlines, I should say, when she said that she didn't understand why they would allow Fallon Fox to compete. And she went on to explain that the reason why is because regardless of if you take the hormones, the estrogen, it doesn't change your bone density, and men have a stronger bone density than women. And while that may be true, that ruffled a lot of feathers. And trust me, I am a Ronda Rousey fan. I love her to death. But I could see why that would be a thing amongst people. Again, I'm not trying to sound bigoted or I'm not trying to stir the pot, but I can understand where some people might be concerned. But I think the easiest way to get rid of something like that is to just, let Kyla Rose compete with women and men. And lately, professional wrestling has been showing intergender matches. We've seen it happen with Candice LeRae and Joey Ryan. We saw it happen with Sexy Star back when she was in Lucha Underground. And more notably, more recently, with Nia Jax in the Royal Rumble. And of course, her small, tiny feud with Dean Ambrose. Apparently, that's been canceled now, but that's beside the point. But I think that if you want to get the negative naysayers away and be like, oh, this is unfair, then just put her in intergender matches. And that's an easy solution. But the fact of the matter is, man, we live in a society where we share difference of opinions. And you can't please everybody. You really can't. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what this means for Kyla Rose. I'm excited to see what this means for professional wrestling as a whole. I genuinely hope that other wrestling promotions follow suit because, like I said, I think representation is important. And we've been seeing that more recently, again, like I said, with Sonya Deville. And even Finn Balor has been showing inclusiveness within the company. So I don't know, man. I just think this opens a lot of doors, and this shows how much women's wrestling is changing. And because in my opinion, right now, whether you're in WWE or New Japan Pro Wrestling or AEW, I think right now women's wrestling is the most talked about subject in professional wrestling. And I think that AEW is going to gain a lot of traction for this. Again, some of it may be negative, some of it may be positive, but that's with anything, And last Tuesday when they announced her signing, when they announced that she got signed, there was in the rally, the Double or Nothing rally, there was a tease between her and Kylie Rae. Some of you may recognize the name Kylie Rae from the Mae Young Classic. She competed in both of them. So her and Kyla might be feuding. I don't necessarily know. But either way, I'm excited because, again, I think representation is important. I think it's important for people of the LGBTQ community to turn on something like professional wrestling and be like, there is a place for me in this business and I'm not going to get shunned away and I can be me authentically without having to worry. Again, that's not to say that there's not going to be drawbacks, because there probably is, because like I said, you can't please everyone. But for me personally, I think this is a huge win for the LGBTQ community. And if anybody from AEW happens to stumble upon this video, thank you for doing something different, for doing something daring that might not necessarily be a popular decision. But then again, it's Cody and the Young Bucks. Did you ever think that they would do something that is trying to appease the masses, because that's not their style. So like I said, whether or not you are one of those people that want to say AEW fail, or succeed. I just think this is a monumental moment, and I think it opens the doors, and I think hopefully it'll lead, other wrestling promotions to do certain things like this. One of my dreams is to actually have an LGBTQ-centered storyline in professional wrestling, more specifically the WWE, because for those of you who know me, you know that that's what I primarily watch. I've never made any bones about it, but, growing up, I never really saw that, and I've been into the same sex since I was 11, 10 years old, but I never got to see that on TV. The only time I ever got to see it on TV was when, like I said, when Eric Bischoff was general manager, and there was HLA, and then he would have two random chicks make out and then proceed to get beat up by 3-minute warnings. So it was nothing spectacular. And then, of course, we had the teasing of Trish Stratus and Mickie James, but that never really went anywhere substantial either. And I think having an openly gay female wrestler like Sonya Deville, that leaves the door open to maybe create a storyline there, possibly with her tag team partner Mandy Rose. I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas. I just think that it would be cool if WWE saw this movement by AEW and it's like, because let's be honest here, everybody keeps saying that AEW is going to be the new competition for WWE, so hopefully with a signing like Kyla Rose, WWE is like, how can we make our storylines and our characters more inclusive? So hopefully we see other promotions follow suit. And again, this is a huge win for the LGBTQ community personally, and I am super excited about it. I can't wait to see where it goes. Sorry, dog's making noise in the background. I can't wait to see where it goes. But I don't really know what else to say other than I'm happy, and I hope you guys are happy. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with this signing? Do you think it's a win? Do you think it's more of a negative thing? It's okay. I'm here to take all comments, whether they're negative ones or positive ones. I just want to hear from you guys. So let me know, sound off below. And it's Monday, so if you guys are watching Monday Night Raw, please enjoy. And I'll see you guys Friday. I'll be back on Friday with a Elimination Chamber prediction video. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Turn on that bell so you get notifications every time I post. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you want to see more of my shenanigans, wrestling and non-wrestling related, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GreatLove91. And yeah, you guys take care, stay safe, stay happy, but most importantly, stay addicted to the squared circle. Later, guys. Love you.